I said, oh, so since they was requiring you to actually have to pay me more money because of where I live, you decided it's best to put us on a W-2. And you say this job is a W-2, that means you work for me. And you are not a freelancer. You are not an entrepreneur. You work for me, which means that if you decide to take this job, then you have decided to take whatever money I give you. I got you. Okay. Okay. Y'all slick asses. Okay. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a field inspection company that I signed up for by the name of Quicktrak. Now, if you watched the video before, you know I gave you all a list of field inspection companies. You know I'm testing the waters for you, figuring out if it's pretty cold or if it's pretty hot, and I'm bringing it to you lukewarm, and you decide whether you want it or not. So, yep, I'm being your guinea pig. That's what I'm doing, and I have information for you for Quicktrak. So I signed up for Quicktrak. I had to wait, and then eventually I heard back from someone, and they sent me an email. And in the email, they asked for me to schedule a day for an interview via Teams. We back on this again. That's what I was thinking. But you know, I'm always judging a book. Let's just try and see what happens. Deitra, take your time. Let's just go ahead and schedule for a day. So that's what I did because I know I saw firmly on the internet that it said 1099. So interview day came, I talked to him. And this is what it is. So first, I just want to take a look really quick and show you guys, actually just read it to you. On their website, Quicktrak, if you go in and you click careers and go down to become an inspector, then you'll see what all the general requirements are of an inspector. Is that you are needing to be flexible, of course, have a reliable transportation, and have the availability to travel up to and in some distances beyond 50 miles. So you know I had to make sure that I asked her when we were actually talking on the video, what exactly do they mean by going over 50 miles? Because I can tell you already, we can go ahead and cut this interview short because I'm not going to be doing that because I know if I start, that's what you'll always expect. And she says, no, this is the interview person. She says, no, we ask for 50 because sometimes it's based off where you live. You may actually live far enough away from a location where you have to travel that far if you're going to do any work for us. But in your case, you won't have to. But we would expect you to at least go 20. And I'm like, 20? Why do I have to go 20? And she said, most of the places that we are doing work in is in Long Beach. Okay, so I already knew that's a traffic zone. No matter what time of day or night you heading in that direction, you're finna have problems. So with that being said, we continued. And I was like, okay, so what exactly are you expecting? Well, it turns out that they do commercial work. They have these actual car lots. Now, I know it's different things that you can read on the website. I'm not on the website. I'm just going by the information that she gave me. It's car lots and equipment. And they want you to go to these actual locations and collect VIN numbers and things of that nature. So I don't know if it's not collateral because the car lots themselves, they actually sell these cars. So I guess the car lot has put these cars under some sort of insurance. I don't know for a fact how deep it is because she was saying so many different things that I knew offhand would not be a good fit for me. But I know that it may be a lot of you guys who may want to try it out and see if they actually have what you need in your area. Okay, so anyway, let me give you the rundown really quick, exactly what it all entails. So for me, and depending on if you live in the metropolitan area, you may be required to go at least 20 miles. If you live in a place where you know, if you live in the countryside, you already know you may have to travel because you're going to be going to car lots and places that sell large equipment for whatever it may be. I don't know. Okay. Now, they're not called orders, they're called contracts. So the contract itself, if you get one, you sign up and they let you work for them and you get a contract. When you open it up, it may have you to go to one location. It may have two, but she said most of the time it's one at a time. But the thing is that when they give you one to one location, this car lot may have 20 cars on it. So now you got to collect 20 VIN numbers. So I needed to dive deep and see exactly what are we going to be compensated for doing such work, right? First, they want you to be available during business hours because, of course, the call outs and stuff be closed, and most of them close up after 5 or 6 o'clock. And it's the time is changing, so they're going to be closing up because it get dark early. Of course, I couldn't do that. And I wasn't going to do that because if you're not giving me a multitude of load, which is what I told her, unless you're giving me a shitload of work, I'm not going to tell you that I can actually work for you during business hours. So I like to be straight up honest and let people know. Because they don't need me lying to them, and then they be under the impression that I'm going to work for them, and then next thing I know, they study sending emails or making calls. Now, let's go and cut this short now. Let me go ahead and be honest with you. I can't do it unless you could give me multitude of work and keep me busy. If you can't do that, then I have to hold on to the job I got until I can find something that can. But I'm pretty sure somebody would like this, which is why I'm making this video. Okay. So what you'll do is you'll go to the car lot or the equipment company, wherever they're sending you, and you will open up your contract, which should be on your phone, and it's going to show you a list of equipment or the cars that you need to locate on that lot. You are going to have to capture the VIN numbers of the car. So let's say, for instance, you go to a car lot and it has 20 cars on the lot. They pay 46 cents per unit. So if there's 20 cars on the lot and they pay 46 cents per car, that would be a total of $9.20 extra that you would get paid for actually going and taking care of that contract. Now they also pay 65 cents per mile. So they pay mileage. So if you go 20 miles and it's 65 cents per mile, then you will have made an extra $13. So now you're looking at $22.20. Well, they already pay $25 for you to actually even make the trip. That's what they pay per contract. It's $25. So I was like, $25? I was quick on that. Wait, you don't pay me $25? And you want me to collect all those VIN numbers? That's when she started saying, but we pay 46 cents per unit and you get 65 cents per mile for your travel. Okay? So with the $22 total, $22.20, and then the $25, you're looking at $47.20 right there for actually going to the location. Now, unless I did the math wrong, somebody may like it. I just decided I just throw it out there so you guys know. Quicktrak, they are hiring. So if you travel 50 miles or 40 miles or 30 miles and you go and they pay you 46 cents per unit and there's only 2 units, there's only 2 actual pieces of equipment on the lot, at least you'll get 65 cents per mile for actually traveling there, because the further you go, the mileage makes up for how many units is on the premises. But so now look at it this way. If you go somewhere a good distance and they have a whole lot of units and they're paying you for the travel too, then you know what, you probably can make a couple of dollars. And I asked her, why on earth are we looking at a W-2? Because is this a W-2? It has to be. Because why are you calling me on the video? And she was like,
well, it is a 1099 in every state, actually, except for California.
And I'm like, why is that? And she said,
because, well,
I said, no, you can go on and tell me. Ain't nobody me and you, even though I was going to come tell y'all. She said,
well, it's because of California state laws. California state laws requires for out-of-state vendors to pay a certain amount toward their workers in order for us to do you a 1099 based off cost of living.
I said, oh, so since they was requiring you to actually have to pay me more money because of where I live, you decided it's best to put us on a W-2. That way, if you put us on a W-2 and you say this job is a W-2, that means you work for me. and you are not a freelancer, you are not an entrepreneur, you work for me, which means that if you decide to take this job, then you have decided to take whatever money I give you. I got you. Okay. Okay, y'all slick asses. Okay. Okay. But you know what? For the rest of you, it's 1099. So 1099, I'm pretty sure they probably may even pay you even more money. I don't know. I just think that we got lowball. I don't know what happened. But I know that it may be worth it based on where you are. So you may want to take a look at that. That was all I wanted to tell you. You guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. All of you who've already subscribed, talk to me every day and always been here from the beginning to right now. I thank you so much for being here. And I love you guys to death. I really, honestly do. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day.